Good afternoon, currency kings and queens. Welcome back to another one of my videos. If you are not a subscriber, I really would appreciate you hitting the subscribe button and turning your notifications on. And if you like this video, hit a like for your girl. What I wanted to look over with y'all today is discuss, because I've been watching gold. You know, she's my baby. So I've been watching gold and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. No, but on a serious note, let's look at gold real quick and let's mark her up. It is Wednesday, June 21st of 2023, and gold has been kind of in a spot lately. I know I've been kind of reviewing it a lot, going over some of the possibilities of gold, but let's just mark it up. If we're looking at the 200 EMA, it is still trending above that moving average. So that's on the daily time frame, but when we go back down to the 4-hour chart, it has the 200 EMA still on the lower time frames kind of trending downward. So if we're looking at the daily, why I think it is trending downward is because there is a gap here, which is also called an imbalance on the daily. So I'll draw that in along with the demand zone down here. So on the daily, we have a demand zone with a gap. So in trading, we would call this a high probability trade, which will take a while to play out because remember, it's on the daily time frame. And then we drop down. I think what the market is doing is on the higher time frame, which is the daily, it consolidated. It was going up on an uptrend, but then it broke structure back in May, and then it continued on this downtrend until recently. We've been getting some consolidation in the market, or ranging. When we drop down to the 4-hour, which is where I get my bias, we do have currently a downtrend, and there's a lot of movement back and forth. It's small movement, but if you drop down to the lower time frames from the 4-hour, it'll be, you know, big moves. So let's look here. Touch these two areas and it broke support. So I'll just draw that in. Those two areas touched, and it even broke that area. There's a gap here on this last move, so there is also a supply zone here on the 4-hour. So we can mark that up. So when you're looking at the chart, you got to kind of open your mind to the possibilities of where it could go. Of course, none of us know exactly where it's going, but if you look at the 1-hour after dropping down from the 4-hour, that level of support at the 4-hour, it's kind of trying to bounce off of that. I would like to see if it actually breaks this area here to fill the imbalance that's here, go and tap into the supply zone up here and continue downward. That's what I'm thinking. Gold has kind of been like, you see there's not a lot of volume here, so these candles are just existing, but that is kind of what I'm waiting for, it to break that 19, let's go up here even to the high that it went up. If it can break that 1939.48 area, continue up to fill in the imbalances here, because look at what it did, y'all. If you go over here on the 1-hour, let's see if it's as visible on the 4. It is. It's the same bars here. There is a these two big volume candles on the 1-hour are over here. That's what these are. And you see how there's a huge imbalance, but these candles over here, which is also bearish volume, it went over and it covered that area, because the gaps go from here to here. That's the huge imbalance that it has to cover. And if you look at this area over here, it did that. It went and filled in that. So with what's currently going on in the market, when or if it breaks that 1939, it's going to fill that area. But I think that's kind of what it's doing, the same exact thing. And since my bias is bearish, I'm going to keep that bias, but dropping down to the lower time frames. Look over here, y'all. This is those same candles. It's just a smaller time frame. This is a 15-minute. So supply level here, even at the 30-minute, you can look at the supply level here. So the market, y'all, if y'all can just wait, which is the most disciplined thing to have to do. If you can just wait on the market and not jump in, taking trades and risking your hard-earned money, and watching it play through, that is my walkthrough for gold in the upcoming days, or however long it takes to kind of level or balance out. We were looking at some other things with gold that actually played out today. All I'm going to say in this is just be real patient. If you have use of the Fibonacci, let's put that on here. This is where the moves start for the downtrend. And this is where it ends. And see, it broke below there. So it's actually going to go, it broke below that lowest. And when it did that, I believe what it was doing, if y'all see when y'all place the Fibonacci, it taps in and then it goes back down and breaks. But see that it breaks all below all the areas that were previously formed, which is picking up liquidity. So it picked that liquidity up, y'all. It picked the liquidity up, and it's going to start heading back up to fill that imbalance. Hopefully it taps into that supply and continues down, or it can break the supply and continue up. So that's my analysis for gold in the upcoming days, or however long it takes to play out. As we know, when we expect things to happen, they don't happen in the market. But be careful. Thank y'all for watching. This is another video from Currency Queen. Peace out. Talk to you soon.